Doc does DPT, says, Ivan, during your time as an RN, have you had much success talking people down from smoking or overeating? Just wrapped up my physio degree and that part of patient education felt impossible. There's a cardiologist where I work who is a professor. And when we have code STEMIs, which is basically a term to say heart attack, an emergency situation heart attack where we need to take them to theatre to unblock the arteries. That can happen 24/7, right? So the doctors come in at night as an emergency procedure. And there's one doctor in particular, one of the consultants, one of the professors, he comes in and he walks in and he says, hi, my name is da-da-da-da. And then he says, congratulations. And every single time he says that, I mean, people that have worked in the hospital, we know this, where this is leading to, but a lot of people are sitting in the bed, waiting for their treatment. And when the doctor arrives, they're like, what do you mean, congratulations? What do you mean? And he says to them, congratulations on quitting smoking. And they're like, oh. So in his first line, first word, first sentence, he says to them, congratulations, you have quit smoking now. And every single time he says, smoking is one of the biggest risk factors of why you're in this bed right now, why you're fighting for your life. And so I personally haven't had a lot of success, but I've seen a lot of success around me. There's nothing like death to scare the shit out of you. There's nothing like a close call with death that scares the shit out of you. And so a lot of these people become all of a sudden health enthusiasts because they almost ended up dying. And so some people need a really big shock and a really rude awakening to take an action. That's a big call to action, right? Not everyone has that, luck. Some people never see the doctor, they die beforehand. It just depends on your luck, right? Some people don't have any warning signs, they just drop dead. And so people like me and my colleagues in the emergency department, we have a really close relationship with the thought of obesity and smoking and drug use and whatever. You need to understand that I'm surrounded by this all the time and I see this every single day. So if I come across really, really harsh when it comes to obesity, you need to understand that I'm in this industry, dude. I'm in an emergency room RN. I'm a CN in the resus room. I see this shit. And a lot of these people who are in the comments who are raging back against me, they have no experience about this stuff. No experience. So before you start to claim like you're an omni freaking power in this sphere and you have this sociology degree, bro, I invite you to do nursing or to do medicine and come into the resus room. I guarantee you will change your opinion on your stance. Put a couple of people in body bags and you tell me if you're not going to have a more serious conversation and think about your opinions when it comes to morbid obesity or being overweight. And then you see some hotshot online or on TV saying how body positivity, plus size models, make sure everyone is happy no matter what their size is. Really now? Motherfucker, you have lost your damn mind. You have lost your damn mind. You don't have the education. I don't care which papers you have read. Come into the emergency room and help me put somebody in a body bag and you tell me how you feel about it. It's a different thing. But everyone has an opinion, right? And I'm going to get a lot of heat for some of these things, some of these videos that I pop out. I am more than happy to wear some of that heat, dude, because I come from a good place. I've seen where these people are going to end up, weighing 160 kilos at 6 feet tall, telling me something about body positivity. Yeah, your body's going to look freaking great in that body bag. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, man? And sometimes, like I say all the time, we talk about it in the emergency room. When kids go crazy with cars and they do street racing, all this shit, I wish. And there is a program actually in Adelaide here where we take year 11 and year 12 students and we take them through some of these places through emergency and they get a little bit of exposure on what it looks like for trauma to come into an emergency department. They see what it looks like when people have car accidents, when they have traumatic injuries. Oh, really now? So now you understand how dangerous speed is in a vehicle. Now you understand how dangerous it is not to have a seatbelt on. Oh, now you understand. And so now you change your habit. Well, see, these same people that are protecting body positivity come in to the cardiologist suite, come into the cath lab and see what it looks like to unplug somebody's arteries, and then see in the emergency room the many times we failed to resuscitate somebody. And now you tell me you were going to walk out and tell your brother or sister, yeah, darling, it's okay for you to be 3 times the body weight that you should be. My friend, you will change your opinion. I come from an educated background. Like, I've seen this. Like, I live this. And so it's not what you think it is, dude. It's not what you think it is. And even though people are going to come and you know, say that I am being rude or a bully or I'm body shaming, whatever. Dude, just come with me to the resus room and you'll see. And then tell me you're not going to agree with me. My freaking ass, you're not going to agree with me.